Hello everyone, Grand Maester Stitch here and welcome back for a brand new series on the channel. We are going to be playing as Maegor the Cruel in the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. Going for something a little bit different. So far we've played as Rob and Stannis on the channel. Both of them playthroughs are still going. Stannis is coming towards the end now. So I thought I'd go for like a different bookmark, an earlier one than the modern book ones that everybody knows and loves. So yeah, Maegor the Cruel. I'm sure a lot of you will know a lot about him, but for anyone who doesn't know much about him or doesn't know anything at all, a quick history lesson for you, just so you get the background of who this guy is. So, Maegor the First Targaryen, also known as Maegor the Cruel, was the third Targaryen king to sit the Iron Throne. He was the second son of Aegon the Conqueror and his eldest sister wife, Queen Visenya. He had an older brother, Aenys the First Targaryen. His brother Aenys ruled after the Conqueror, but he was quite weak-willed, and within the first few years of his rebellion, 4 rebellions popped up throughout the kingdoms, which Aenys showed his weakness by not putting them down as his father would. He later married his eldest daughter, Rhaena, to his eldest son, Aegon, which outraged the faith as an abomination, turning many lords and small folk against him. Not long after, the stress would lead to him becoming ill and eventually dying. This was when Maegor usurped the throne from his nephew Aegon and killed anyone who tried to stop him and brought fire and blood to anyone who would oppose him. He rode Balerion, the Black Dread, as his mount, the biggest and most famous of the Targaryen dragons, the dragon that forged the 7 kingdoms and melted Harrenhal. He also wielded both the Targaryen Valyrian steel swords, Blackfyre and Dark Sister. Maegor, a tall, broad and fearsome strong man, larger than his father, Aegon the First Targaryen. He was bull-like with heavy shoulders and a thick neck and huge arms. Though he was on the heavy side, he was not fat but more massive and square. He kept his hair short and his beard trimmed to his jawline. He had an angry-looking, suspicious eyes and a scowling mouth. Maegor was a born warrior whose skill with weapons was unmatched. He lived for war, tourneys and battle, and rose to become one of the youngest and finest knights of his time. However, he was also a hard and brutal man who craved violence, death and absolute mastery over all he deemed his. So yeah, Maegor the Cruel was not a very pleasant man or a very pleasant king, and thankfully his reign wasn't that long, but it was probably too long for how evil this guy really was. So the aim of this playthrough, I'm looking to have a bit of fun. We'll try and see how evil we can be with Maegor the Cruel, as that's way in character, as I like to stay in character. We've got a couple of rebellions that we need to take down first of all, and then I just want to see how long we can last as Maegor, really. See how cruel we can be. I doubt we'll get an heir, because it's pretty hinted at that he can't have children. We could get lucky, I suppose. But yes, so let's get going in our Maegor playthrough. We'll call our banners quickly. Let's bunch these guys together up here, and we'll try and bunch everyone together down here in King's Landing as quickly as possible. Merge these together. Right, our commanders, we want to have Visenya, which is obviously Maegor's mother, and we will also have Lord of Stokeworth. He looks pretty good, but yeah, Visenya's like one of our most loyal people. Obviously it's our mother, so she's bound to be. Right, ambition, we will pick to have a son. Probably not going to happen, but we do have our wife and 2 concubines as well. I think Maegor ended up having like 6 wives in the end. It was crazy. And our ambition, we're obviously going to go for war because we're Maegor the Cruel. We have our ward, Prince Viserys, who is our nephew and the 3rd in line for the crown. So we've got a nice hostage there if it comes to that. In the books, he does torture and kill the poor lad. So yeah, we've got the High Septon rebellion going on, because obviously the Faith are very opposed to the whole Targaryen thing at this point and how cruel he is and everything like that. So yeah, we've got that going on, the Faith Militant, which gets abolished after this, but they're basically what gets reinstated by Cersei in the books or in the show with High Sparrow and all that shenanigans what goes on there. Right, let's just get the characters who are important marked up. So obviously the Tullys are in charge in Riverrun, the Lannisters in the west, the Greyjoys in the Islands. In this bookmark, everything's pretty much the same as it is now. The Arryns in the Vale, obviously the Starks up in the north, who don't tend to get involved with much. They never do. They keep themselves to themselves. Obviously the Reach is the Tyrells. And in Dawn, we've got the Martells, but we're actually not in charge of Dawn. It's still an independent kingdom, as it didn't join the Seven Kingdoms for many years, and was eventually finally brought into the kingdoms through marriage. Right, so we've got everything ready, I think. Oh, set a title, special title action here. Yeah, we need to finish building the Red Keep, because Maegor the Cruel did build the Red Keep, and then at the end of it, he got all the builders together. And, yeah, gave them, spared no expense, fed and watered and drank, whores, everything for 5 days. And at the end of it, called all his guards in and slaughtered all of them, so no one would learn the secrets of the Red Keep, which is obviously all the little secret passageways that Varys knows. People now view us with fear. That's not surprising. Right, so, yeah, we want to rally all our troops together in King's Landing before Aegon invades from Dragonstone. He'll probably have a decent-sized armour. We have got the Tullys on our side, which is good. They've joined us. We've got a couple of the armies down in the Reach that have joined us. That's cool that the Peaks have joined us. I will reward them for that. Anyone that stays loyal. We need to remember that the Peaks have joined us. Make sure I don't forget that. Right, and don't let me forget that the Tullys have joined us as well. We will reward those who are loyal to us. Right, we'll merge the armies together. I don't want to merge them all in one place because a lot of them might get picked off before they get a chance to get here, because there is this 26,000 High Septon army coming down. Right, we'll call the banners. Awesome, the Baratheons have come to our aid, and so have the Lannisters. That's great news. I wasn't expecting that. And so's the Vale. Wow, everyone's coming to our aid at this point. Very surprised the Baratheons did, because obviously the Baratheons sided for Jaehaerys eventually, but this isn't Lord Rhaegar Baratheon, it's his father, so things are obviously going to go different. We want things to go different, else we're going to have a very short playthrough. Oh, awesome. Got some more people who have called their banners. It's great news. We're getting a lot more support than I thought we would. Okay, let's just speed... Oh, here we go. We've got a 19,000 strong army coming from the God's Eye. It's not his fault. We'll keep him as he is for now, because he's going to be a very important hostage once we take care of our other nephew, his older brother, Aegon. Right, merge everyone together here. Lord Aegon Targaryen has issued a call to all his subjects, promising glory and wealth to anyone who can master a dragon in his lands. No doubt he feels he needs dragon risers to fight in the war. Well, he's going to be no good against Balerion the Black Dread, is he? Let's be honest. We've got the most dangerous dragon, and we've also got the second most dangerous dragon as our Mother Visenya rides Vhagar. Right, we've not got many men. Obviously, they've got a lot more, but I think because of Balerion, I'm pretty confident we'll be okay. Merge this army and we'll attack that small Targaryen army up there. Right, here they come. That is a big army coming to attack us. We've got 10,000 men. They've got 18,000, but I think we'll be okay if we can get Balerion involved. And we've also got Vhagar in this battle as well with our Mother Visenya. Right. Can I deploy my dragon, please? Right, it's not letting me deploy the dragon at the moment. Flying high above the fighting armies, dragons fly in circles around each other and prepare to clash. Dowager Queen Visenya takes the lead and begins to drive at the enemy. So Vhagar's charging in. Oh, you have a new heir. If your character dies now, you will play as Prince Viserys of the Iron Throne. Oh, at the age of 17, your nephew, Prince Aegon of the Iron Throne, was killed by Visenya Targaryen in an epic duel. Prince Aegon and his allies struggled to compete with your dragon's relentless attacks several times, almost falling from the sky. Now they are at our mercy and we can dive in for the kill. Dracarys, Quicksilver and his rider have left weakened and vulnerable, and Vhagar does not hesitate in finishing them off. Vhagar dives at them, crashing into them at great speed. They are ripped apart and eventually crash into the ground and are left dazed. Quicksilver is now a lifeless corpse. Also, Quicksilver is dead as well. Fire and blood. Oh no, that's literally what's just happened, isn't it? So, yeah, Aegon is now dead. So we're at war with heir of Dragonstone, who is 1. Our names shall live as legends. Right, so we've ended that battle. So they've Lady Area. Oh, obviously. Ah, yes, that's the twins, isn't it? So, okay, we'll take them into our custody. That'll be an easy win. Maegor did get them in his custody anyway. You know, he sends one to the high... Well, yeah, sends one to Old Town. Doesn't need to become a Septon or a Silent Sister or whatever it is. I think it's just a Septon. But at least we're crushing this army fairly easy. We've still got more reinforcements that are marching to King's Landing as well, which is great. We'll bring these other 1,000 men down as well. Lady Area Targaryen Stitch to call to her sister. I don't think she did she? She's one, so I'm guessing their mother has, or somebody. Merge these together. 7,000 men. So yeah, we'll deal with them, and we've also got... I'm going to deal with these now, actually. These poor fellas, the most devout. Are they led by Joffrey Doggett or just the High Septon? Who knows? Who knows? Travellers bring rumours of fire and blood. They say that the dragons live once more and that Sir Aerys now rides correct into battle. Who's Sir Aerys? No idea. Right. I do like looking at Maegor's traits. Are incredible. Skilled commander, aggressive leader, heavy infantry leader, strong, formidable fighter, knight, dragon rider, tyrant, torturer, wrath, paranoid, cruel, ruthless, lustful, lunatic. Well, they're quite good till we get to these end few, which are just pretty evil. Then obviously our treasury as well. We have Blackfyre and Dark Sister, which is awesome. Right. Let's crush this High Septon army then, see what we can get done in this first episode. I don't want to make it too long and boring for you guys, but it'll probably be a bit longer just because it's the first episode. But I'm looking forward to playing as Maegor the Cruel. Probably be Maegor the Bastard by the end of it. We want to make him as evil as we can. Really have a bit of fun with it. Right, well that's going to be an easy battle. We ain't even going to need to deploy our dragon. There's no need to. We probably will on this army that's marching down on us now though. Looks like they're going to want to meet us. I'll go here, and they've got the river crossing then, so we get the advantage. Not that we'll need the advantage with Valyrian the Black Dread flying over the Blackwater Rush. She's going to probably crush this High Septon army fairly easy. Where's that other 1,000 men that are marching down? Yeah, they're on the way. They're on the way. Ah, they got there first. Okay. It's not going to matter. As soon as I can deploy the dragon in battle... Deploy dragon in battle. The enemy are beyond counting. Their ranks reach beyond the horizon. Armour shining in the midday sun. Your dragon roars in eager anticipation, and you cannot help savouring your victory. Dracarys. Whilst doing battle in base, Valyrian has been unfortunately wounded. Oh no. Despite this, he will be able to continue fighting. That is not good news. Okay. Valyrian, 158 Valyrian the Black Dread. Wow. We've took out the biggest force though, so we should be okay. Okay, another random dragon rider. Don't know where they're finding them all. Victory, awesome news. We've got the Tully army coming down as well, so I'm just going to go and pick on some of these smaller Aegon forces while we wait for the Lannister and Tully army to help us take care of this bigger army here. Army of Sir Joffrey Doggett, who does become one of Jaehaerys the First's Kingsguard in the end. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumours have reached you that people are conspiring to kill you. Okay, let's have a look at the plots then. Apparently there isn't any known plots or threats, so must be careful. I'm not going to deploy my dragon in this battle. It would be pretty pointless. To the great King Maegor, from Captain Kenneth of the Hedge Knights, the inability of our previous employer to provide our contractual pay has caused us to look for employment elsewhere. We would serve your grace if you would have us. Awesome. So it looks like we've got a few more men. Awesome, we've captured someone in battle. That's great news. Ended both these battles fairly easy. Let's go take on these 300 Targaryen men, which ain't going to be no problem whatsoever. Have our other 1,000 men made it here yet? Let him rot. Looks like the others may have made it here now. Yes, merge them together. Take care of this smaller army. Got the Baratheon force as well here on its way up. Oh, it looks like someone has took care of that High Septon army for us, which is great news. We'll march back to King's Landing as those other ones have got away. There were only small forces though, weren't they? So they was always going to get away. Let's try and follow this Baratheon army. Where's the Baratheon army marching off to? I woke up this morning and realised I have lost my feelings for my concubine Tiana. Oh, this is the scary woman, isn't it? The spider. She is very, very creepy. Yeah, 28 intrigue. I know that she messes a lot of things up for Maegor. Very scary woman. Right, where should we go from here? Let's just wait here for now in King's Landing and see what happens. My nephew Viserys makes sure everyone gets exactly the same amount of whatever sweet cook gives. Yeah, whatever. He probably ain't going to be alive for very long, so I'll just let him get on with whatever he's doing. The Freys are marching with Aegon. Well, it's not Aegon anymore, is it? It's his daughter. Let's enforce our demands, because it looks like we've pushed back the High Septon, which is great news. So that's one more done. Right, let's have a look. He's not... Let him bend the knee and he can send me a hostage. He can be sent to the dungeon. Bend the knee and bend the knee. I don't want any more rebellions just yet. Bend the knee, bend the knee. Bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. These will all rebel if I don't, so let him rot. They'll get what's coming to them. We've got all these nice hostages as well, which is great news. Here's a smaller force that we can take on. Without... Oh, we're going to do a river crossing though, which is quite annoying. Let's take on this... Oh, my wife is pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? Oh, doubt besets me. That we'll have to investigate that, won't we? We'll have to get someone to spy on her. I have fought it over and I cannot be the father of my wife's baby as it grows in her belly. I have trouble sleeping. I must put this to... Hire someone to find out. I fear for House Hightower if it's not true. My wife seems to be going through a particularly harsh pregnancy. Perhaps it would be best for her to retire for a few months from public. Take leave of her Yep. If it's not, I feel sorry for her because I think it's House Harroway where basically because she can't get pregnant, her father sends loads of fertile men to go see her on different days of the week to try and impregnate her, and she finally gets pregnant and then loses the baby though anyway. And then yeah, he hears whispers about these rumours, so he sends someone to investigate, and when he finds out that it's apparently not his and she's been sleeping with all these men, he pushes her father from the Tower of the Hand. And not only that, he also then travels to Harrenhal, where their family is from, and murders all of their family, all the women, men, children, every single person who has a little bit of Harroway blood. And then he goes to Harroway Town as well and does the same there, so he completely abolishes every member of that family. The maid I hired to gain my wife Cerise confidence not found anything at all suspicious about her pregnancy. Okay, so apparently it is our baby. We'll leave it as that because that means we're going to get an heir. Princess Rhaena and all her allies struggle to compete with your dragon's relentless attacks and several times almost falling from the sky. Dracarys. Dreamfire and her rider are isolated and Vagar does not hesitate in attacking them. She dives at them, but Dreamfire evades the attack. They are left bruised and burnt but can wheel around and join the fray again. Okay, so it's still going on. We're winning this battle at least, I believe. Yes, that's great. Rhaena and her allies struggle to compare with your dragon's relentless attacks several times and almost falling from... Oh, we took her prisoner. Dracarys. Dreamfire and her rider are left weak and invulnerable, and Vagar does not hesitate in finishing them off. Vagar dives at them, crashing into them at great speed. They are ripped apart and eventually crash into the ground and are left dazed. Dreamfire is now a lifeless corpse. Fire and blood. Great news. A fierce duel broke out between the Rhaena Targaryen in the skies over King's Landing. Their dragons are touring each other, and Vagar and her rider engage viciously. And now turns out Rhaena to you as your prisoner. Awesome. He actually forces her to marry him in the story. The duel is over, and our names shall live as legends. Can we not enforce our demands yet then, considering we have the princess's mother as a captive? 60%, so we're almost there. Let's march back on King's Landing. Let her rot. For now, we will sort her out after we win this victory. Probably round this episode up soon, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it playing as Maegor so far. Very interesting, very different. It's cool to try a different playthrough that I've not done before. What should we do now? Should we go and get Dragonstone on siege, or should we just... Is there any enemy forces around here? Not really, so... And they've backed off. Have I got... How many ships have I got? Let's call in our ships. Have we got enough there to... No, not enough. I don't really want to split our army up if I can help it, and I don't really want to go melting Dragonstone either, because it is still our castle. So I don't really want to be burning the Targaryen ancient citadel down. Right, let's just march on this Targaryen army and finish them off. Let's speed things up a little bit and go and catch some. Oh, they're going round Harrenhal by the looks of it. I can't stop thinking of all those prisoners in my dungeon. They are at my complete mercy. What a thrill it would be to hurt them. To hear the sweet screams, to see the panic in their eyes. God, oil up the rack. Let's go torturing. Oh, it's crazy when you get some of these tortury. I love how many kills Maegor's already got as well. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 kills before you even start. Awesome. Someone's took up arms with us. Right, let's have a look. What other prisoners have we got? The High Septon. Oh yes, we're definitely going to torture the High Septon. What can we do with him? Castrate, blind, humiliate, mutilate. Oh, what should we do with him? Well, there's no point castrating him because he can't do anything. Well, he's not allowed to do anything, but whether he will, let's mutilate him. You order the jailer to drag High Septon the 8 from his cell while you methodically prepare your tools. No one crosses you unscathed and will become a living example of this. At least that's the plan, but who knows, you could slip. I've not come for your head. Your leg will do just fine. So we've chopped his leg off. Lovely. Let's keep marching around and meet this other armour. I'm actually going to expand the Red Keep as well, because it is Maegor the Cruel who finishes it. Your Grace, it's come to my attention that nobody has been... Yeah, you can do it, whatever. I'm not really bothered. I just want to crush this army and end this war so that we can get to conquering and hurting people and doing whatever else Maegor likes to do in his spare time. My steward informs me that my concubine Alice is with child. Okay, Alice Harroway. Oh, I hope it's a little bit different to in the book. So she's in trouble. So it looks like Maegor's actually going to have some kids, unless they're born stillborn and monstrous like in the books. Right, we're going to crush this army here, which is great, and then we'll march on Harrenhal to take care of this Targaryen rebel force. Awesome, we've captured a prisoner as well, which is great news. Let him rot for now. Someone's joining the fray yet, before it's too late, I'm guessing. Ah! I wish this army had stopped running away. Going around in circles, chasing them. Do you know what? I think I'll end this episode here, actually, guys, and we'll take care of the rebels in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed this new series, something a bit different, like I said. It's good to play as a bit of an older bookmark, one that I haven't done before, so I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy, any newcomers, and thanks to all the regulars who keep coming back to watch these videos. I really, really appreciate it so much. If there's anything you'd like to see, don't forget to let me know, and don't forget to chat with me down below in the comments about anything Game of Thrones, Crusader Kings, or anything at all really. I'd be happy to chat with you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you soon in my next video.